Good evening and welcome to the Tool Maniac Modern Touring Car Championship run by NXTGEN. This is season 16 of NXTGEN, and this is also the penultimate round of the championship, round number 11 of 12 here at Zhuhai. Should be an absolute crack as we enter the last couple of rounds. See, after this round, the first of the drop scores will come into effect. And we are all in the Renault Megans, so everyone in front wheel drive. Someone's already left the session. Well, let's have a look at the drivers we have. Mr. Morale, Bruce Lee Harding, Hannah Morris, Boy Rex 14, AMH, the Tyler House, Shadowstalker DBS, the Les, Waves Johnny, D Whitehouse, Tim, Fourfish, and Jack. Team 83 synopsis. The current top 5 in the championship are as follows. AMH is on 178 points with Boy Rex on 151. Boy Rex did not complete the first 2 rounds, so that is a genuine score for him. Jack is on 120 with Bruce Lee Harding on 109 and Adam Morris on 107. 6th is Fourfish on 98 with Les on 95. D Whitehouse is on 88 with Johnny on 81 and H Bands on 79. Zhuhai has been around since 1996. It's not changed one bit from its 2.684 mile circuit, located in China. Let's go on board with Jack here. A lap of Zhuhai, so we're going to head down the main straight. Across the timing beam. All the way down to turn number 1, you hit the brakes. Just where the timing gets a bit darker, turn it in 3rd gear. Jack's running it a bit wider than you really ought to. Through turn 2, into turn 3, flat right hander. Nicely turned in. Hit the brakes for turn number 4. There's tight 90 left, which is flick right for turn 5. Don't run too wide, you'll get penalised. Turn 6, a flat right hander again. And then you hit the brakes for turn number 7. A tight hairpin right, down to 2nd. Some people use 1st. And on turn 7, turn 8 is this little kink in the road. And turn 9, another 90-degree left-hand bend. It's got a nice bit of camber. It really unsettles the car there. Turn 10 a bit more open. Then onto the straight up towards turn 11. I think Jack's still warming up his tyres to into turn 11. Turn 12, just a flat right hander. Turn 13, again a flat left hander, which leads you into turn 14, the final turn. Quite a difficult one. You hit the brakes, you've got to turn it in right. It's a bit of a late turn in, but if you get it right, you can produce wonderful speed, but it feels quite tight and pinched. .8 seconds off the pace then for Jack Boyraxa, the man on the mission. So Moirax currently on provisional pole position with a 1 minute 40.9. Fourfish is currently in 2nd with a 141.6. Yeah, I think Bruce Lee Harding, he's had a bit of an incident somewhere as he enters turn number 1. AMH. Tim is in the pits. He's done a 1:47. But Moirax's it. We'll be coming around the final corner now, hoping to better his time. I think he betters it at all. Here comes Four Fish. He doesn't go any quicker. That looks like the ledge in the background. He does go a bit quicker. Tiny House puts it in 7th. I think that's Jack. Jack puts it in 2nd place on the grid. I think it's Tiny House, yeah. Johnny in 8th. AMH crosses the line, puts it 2nd place instead, 0.087 behind. Anna Morris puts it in 3rd. Bruce Lee Harding sends it up into 8th place in the end. Shadow Stalker goes 11th quickest with that attempt. Mr. Morale to finish it off. So, Boy Ranks takes pole position away from AMH by just 0.087 of a second. Adam Morris is currently in 3rd with Jack in 4th. Four Fish 5th. Webby's Johnny is in 6th. The latest 7th. Bruce Lee Harding in 8th. Expect better in the race. Tyler House 9th. DY House 7th. 10th. Shadow Stalker 11th. Tim 12th. Mr. Morale finishes in 13th. A long way off the pace. He's got a bit of time to find there as Mr. Morale. So then, we sink in. Here in China we have the 3 red lights. We are green at Zhuhai. Someone's got a good getaway in the background now. It looks like Bruce. The Moing Ranks leads him down to turn 1. Collision. I think Jack involved. Four Fish involved. A bit of movement off the line. I don't know who moved. It just caused a bit of chaos off the start line. AMH on the tail of Boy Ranks. Now he needs to beat Boy Ranks here. Boy Ranks has been coming up through this season. He's missed the first 2 rounds, but boy oh boy has he been special in the rest. So there we go, AMH tucked in behind Boy Erector right now as they come up towards turn 14 for the first time of 12. So he's Johnny. Dean Whitehouse, there's Tyler House. Bruce Lee Harding is in 7th at the moment. Shadowstalker in 8th. Tim is 9th. Jack is in 10th. Full Fish is in 11th with the Les. Going in 12th. Red. And Mr. Morale at the back. He's had a big accident somewhere. He's lost his rear wing. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is fierce at the moment. Boyrax undercutting, or should I say switchbacking on AMH there through turn number 7. AMH looking for a move into turn 9. Adam Morris is right there as well to disrupt them. Ooh, Johnny with a bit of a tweak on the exit there. See the background, DY House there. And Tyler House on him. Although both AMH and Adam go wide. Here comes Johnny. Into third place then for Webby to Johnny. He's had a good run so far in these first 2 laps. AMH just losing a bit of touch now. 0.4 behind Boyraxer. As DY House goes wide. Keeps the position against Tyler House though. Well, I think that's Jack. Jack getting past Shadow Stalker there now through the final turn. Tyler House all over the back of DY House here. Looking to maybe set him up into turn 7. Meanwhile, Boyraxer still leads ahead of AMH into turn 7. Tyler House going round the outside. That's never going to work through the hairpin, I'm afraid. You've got to do a switchback through there if you want to make a move stick. Four Fish looking for a move on Shadow Stalker. Through turn 8. Turn 9 round the outside. No, that's not going to work. He's gone a little bit straight on there for Four Fish. Can't quite get past Shadow Stalker. The White House in 5th place at the moment, still holding on. Well, Shadow Stalker side by side with Four Fish into turn 14. Both giving plenty of room, which is good to see. And Four Fish completes the move into turn number 1. But Shadow Stalker maybe looking to apply a bit of pressure up towards turn 4. Doesn't look, tries to fill the mirrors, but ultimately not anywhere close enough to try and make a move there. Back to the lead, and it's 0.3 of a second, the gap. Boyraxer. We're up to a quarter of the way through this race now. Sorry, a third of the race distance so far. Totty separated by very little, but Tyler House has got past DY House 7 somewhere. In the background, Jack is catching up to Bruce. And a fair rate of knots actually as well. AMH looks for the move into turn number 1. Dives on the inside. Can't quite get it done though. Wemby's at Johnny. Defending from Adam Morris. These two, it's getting crucial. So, Johnny. Tyler House has DY House down the inside of him. Into turn 7. Beautiful move from DY House. He means still on the back of Boy Rex, so probably won't make a move now to the next lap. House still on the back of TY House 7. This battle's not over. And they're going to start dragging Bruce and Jack to them. This battle for the final place in the top 5. Meanwhile, AMH on the back of Boy Raxa, this time not going for the move into turn number 1. A nice run though. That's weird. I mean, that looked like a better run from AMH, a lot smoother, a lot tidier. And yet, it's almost like there's a second phase that Boy Raxa has, where it just pulls away. So the end of turn 7. Yeah, the time is Bruce. A 1:41.5 last time around. He's now starting to get onto the back of the two fighting for 5th. Pretty weird too high. You tend to get them in pairs or 4s. There isn't normally an odd number of cars battling for position. Meanwhile, AMH is almost pushing Boy Raxa here. They come up to start the second half of this race. Constantly doing 1:40.8. It's great time setting they're doing it. They go into the pit lane exit. Boy Raxa defending like mad into turn number 1. You couldn't write this sort of defending. Both cars heading straight for the pit exit lane. Tremendous stuff from these two. DY House has had a mistake, or he's had an incident through turn number 1 because he's now dropped back down to 9th. Jack is into 5th. Bruce behind. Tyler House, I think Tyler House and DY House 7 having a bit of an incident, and Jack now up into 5th. I think this will be as high as he can get. Weirdly enough, I don't think Tyler House and DY House, the battle of the houses, I don't think they're quite finished yet either. Meanwhile, for the lead, AMH. He's right on the tail, and Boy Raxa this time coming up towards turn 14. You're going to look for a better exit. Now watch them as they come across the line. Both of them head towards that left-hand side on your screen. AMH looking for the outside, now looking for the switchback. I think he's got it this time though. He is alongside. Into turn 3. Turn 4. Boy Raxa has the inside. Oh, they almost touch into turn 4. Through turn 5. AMH has got a cracking run coming out of there. All on the grass as well. Turn 7. AMH should be able to get the move done now. Yes, he's now in the lead, but Boyrax are looking for the switch back on the exit of turn 7. He's not going to get that completed. AMH looking slightly more defensive now into turn 9. This is going to be critical for the championship. AMH really does need to win this. So into turn 11 and 12. So AMH now leads on to lap number 9. The McGann's coming 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah. As Jack leads Bruce Lee Harding for 5th and 6th. Fourth-ish on his own really, but just behind him DY House and then Tyler House. The battle of the houses. I think Boyrax has lost a touch of time. He's now half a second down. He's gained that all back up into turn 7. Then lost it. AMH starting to get a bit of gap going on. Adam Morris has got in front of Webby's of Johnny finally on lap number 9. But here comes Johnny fighting straight back at him. They're going to be side by side heading into turn number 9. Johnny with the inside, and look who's in the background. It's Jack TM53 Synopsis. And he'll drag Bruce right with him. So Adam loses out down that position for the podium so far. But still another 3 laps left in this Grand Prix. Battle of the Houses not really producing much right now. But lap traffic now for AMH Racing. Flash of the lights as Mr. Morale goes to the right hand side. Good stuff getting out of the way. Very close to Boyraxa though. As Boyraxa closes in through turn 4, through turn 5. On board we look to the inside. And Boyraxa, what a great little move into turn 7. It's not quite done yet though, because AMH will be looking to get that place back into turn 9. There we go, he pops out, goes for the move. But Boyraxa around the outside going through turn 10, side by side. Boyraxa hangs on. I would almost say a bit of a defensive mistake there from Boyraxa, but hanging around the outside there can be helpful because you do tend to get a bit of a better run into turn 10. Meanwhile, Adam is still behind Johnny. Jack is gradually closing in on them here. 1.8 away. Back to the battle at the front though, because this is where the action is. Here comes AMH looking for any sort of gap right now. He managed to squeeze it between himself and Boyraxa into turn 4 through turn 5. And again, the person behind out of turn 5 has the better run. This time AMH has to go around the outside of turn 7. These two starting to battle like crazy. Into turn 9, still side by side. AMH a great run out of 9 into 10. They're still side by side through 10, up to 11 now. They break absolutely identically. AMH looking for that different line. Gets the different line, gets the move done. That's a great move, a sudden switch of line to try and get that switch back, and it works a treat, but Boyrax is going to have a better run out of 14. As we head on to the final lap of the race. AMH and Boyrax, your two championship contenders, they are absolutely going gun-ho with it at it here at Zhuhai for the penultimate round of the championship. The Tour Maniac Modern Touring Car Championship. And here comes Boyrax out of 5. Didn't quite get as good as a run as I thought he would. Still looks at the inside just to make Andrew a little bit nervous here. Obviously Andrew being AMH Racing. AMH just about in front at the moment through turn 10, up to 11 and 12 for the final time. A bit of a locker from AMH, just going to send him slightly wide. Luckily keeps on it though. Down to 13 and 14. I think if Boyrax can't get a good enough run out of 14 here, AMH might pip him to this one. Boyrax had a bit of a slide. It will be AMH Racing who takes the win at Zhuhai with a fantastic battle with Boyrax of 14. Great stuff, but Webby's at Johnny. Adam Morris, who's going to get the line first? It's going to be Johnny. Followed by Adam Morris. Jack in 5th. Bruce, very well deserved 6th. Very consistent at the moment in the modern touring cars. Full Fish, 7th. DY House will come home 8th and will take the battle of the houses with Tyler House in 9th. Mr. Morale in 13th. Shadow Stucker, Tim in 12th. There's the Lares, he'll come home in 10th. A bit of a quiet race from him. And Shadow Stucker 11th. So, provisional results after Zhuhai. AMH Racing takes the victory from Boyrax of 14. So Johnny is in 3rd. Adam Morris 4th, Jack 5th, Bruce 6th, followed by Four Fish, DY House, Tyler House, the Les, Shadow Sucker, Tim and Mr. Morale. So that's it for the Tour Maniac Modern Touring Car Championship tonight. Next week we head to the finale at Alton Park GP, the big layout for the finale, where Boyrax and AMH Racing will fight it out. See, the tables that will come up next for round 11 will include the first of the drop scores. Next up, it's going to be the Clios from my point of view around Zhuhai, so stay tuned for that one. But for myself and everyone here, thank you to Tour Maniac for sponsoring the event. Great to have you on board. But for myself and everyone, thank you for watching. Goodbye.